Well, looks like Street Fighter 6 has accepted an AI art piece. That's right, guys. Street Fighter 6 could be tainted by AI. But before that, hopefully you guys hit the like, subscribe, guys. I do art content of different kinds. So I do art vlogs, art topics. Even I'll be doing very soon art/gaming content. If you guys are interested in all that, hit the like, subscribe. Also, subscribe because I do stream on Friday through Sunday. Now, let's begin the video. So what am I talking about, guys? Well, if you guys don't know, Street Fighter has an art contest they do. I guess now it's like every year, and so now we're on the second year of Street Fighter. They are doing an art contest for like, here comes the new challenger kind of thing. So let me show you guys how it was in the first one. So here it is right here, guys. Here's the first one right here. Is the Street Fighter first anniversary Street Fighter art contest, the new challenger edition. So what this was pretty much the new challenger. Every time you know a new challenger comes to you, there's a unique artwork based on the character you're playing with, and you can always change it up, you can always customize it. And here are some of the winners from the first year. Some really cool artwork, some very awesome artwork, very interesting artwork too as well, and very extreme detail. And like, they have some unique designs compared to other ones, and pretty cool idea that Street Fighter does this. Well, the first year was so successful, I guess they decided, you know what, let's do this again for this year, because why not? It celebrates artists, it gets people more good content on the game, and it's just all good all around, right? So here it is, the second one right here, guys. The second Street Fighter art contest for the new challenger edition with all the new characters like Terry Borgard, Mai, and I forgot the other characters. I ain't gonna lie. Elena, there it goes. Like, I was like, I don't know why I just brain farted for a second. Anyways, so here are some of the designs right here. Like, see the winning submissions here. So these are all the winning submissions that this year got. It's amazing artwork, right? So you look at all these different things. They even did it as a Joker card, like a poker card or a Jack's card. I don't know. Like, it says JP, so it's just all jail, right? Anyways, that was really funny, by the way. This was really funny. Anyways, as you can see, very dope, very awesome artwork, all different unique designs. And well, there's one that got called out. That's been called out, like, is AI. Is this one right here, guys? This art piece right here is being accused of AI. So let's break down the thread or the tweet. So let's go right here. So this right here is from Jalena _Beisman. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to see like pretty much your guys' end. But let's break it down. Case of plagiarism and apparent use of AI at the Street Fighter 6 art contest 2 winning submission. What's the artist being questioned? Well, like I said before, it's this one right here. When I make my screen a little bit smaller, it says, "Yay, my Kimberly got picked. Getting to draw my favorite characters has been so much fun, and I'm excited to share it with everyone. Congrats to those who won." So this is from Luna Caballero, Little Lilith Ascents. I think that's the Twitter name. Don't even try to look for it, guys. It's been deleted. But by looking at this art piece, I can really tell some things are a little bit off, especially some pixel-like things, especially the edges. But this could be a low-quality screenshot. But let's continue. Yesterday, when the winners were for the recent anniversary art contest for Street Fighter 6 was announced, the artists are of selected piece for Kimberly got questioned about the submission, given that few users noticed strange activity on their profile. What strange activity? Well, their Twitter account was created on June of this year, coinciding with the date of the contest began. They had no activity prior to the contest, only featured 3 submissions, including the winning one. Each had radically different art styles. Well, it's not like a gotcha thing, I think, personally, where if a person just makes it a new Twitter account to go in and do their thing, and like, you know what, I gotta make a Twitter account so I can submit my form to be part of this, art contest. I'm just trying to keep it fair, just trying to keep it fair, guys. So by breaking it down right here, it goes to this. Damn, he just vanished, huh? Just in case there are some screenshots of their now gone account, I still have the tab open for the sake of proof. So we click on this right here. We checked out the images. Well, this was their account. They had 111 followers. It was like a brand new account. They had very few, artwork. And well, just like the thread said before, as you can notice, the art styles are vastly way different, way too different. Now, can an artist have different art styles? Yes, of course. But it's a new account, it has very few submissions, and has vastly different art styles. That's a big red flag already. But it's not entirely it yet, I guess. And I thought that was Android 18, but it's actually supposed to be Cami, by the way, if you guys are just wondering. But let's continue. Later, it was found out that their other two submissions were created by tracing and stealing pre-existing art pieces. However, instead of addressing the questions to the user, Little the Ascents immediately deleted all their social media accounts. Why? Well, guys, this is very, very bad Photoshop. So when you look at it closely, you can see a little white outline and pixels out like the image. So this image actually belongs somewhere. I don't know where, but it belongs somewhere, guys. This is a very, very bad Photoshop edit because again, it looks not clean at all. Like this is dirty, this is dirty, this is dirty. You can still see the white outline. And you know how that people like don't really clean this very well? It's because when you do a wand on Photoshop and you do like to take out all the white, for example, of the outlines, it doesn't clean as well as people think. It doesn't. Because if it's pixelated, guys, some colors kind of get smushed together, so it will leave some out there, and it's just way too obvious. Look at this right here. It's a random, like, I don't know what that is. There's a little bit there. I don't know. That's the background, but they're just things that were like, it's just way too not clean. Now it gets even worse because when we go to the next images, it breaks down of how all the images are pretty much traced. Well, not all of them, but like this one is clearly bad Photoshop. The fingers looks like they were traced of this image, which because I recognize it. I knew I recognized this image. I believe they made that into a mouse pad, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Anyways, the Akuma was an obvious one. As you can see, it very aligns with the bottom of the Akuma. And well, you can see the art style. Let me switch to the one back here. You can see like the art style is very similar. They kind of faded it away and kind of just did like poor artwork in it because it doesn't seem like it's finished compared to the one on the forefront because the outline is different from this outline. So you can see it's very, very, very bad. Continuing, the Cami one, aka Android 18. Well, when you look at this image right here is, well, yeah, that's Android 18. You can see the eye is the same, guys. It's clearly the same. They just changed some things like on this side right here, which looks like it's like different compared to the rest. Some spots just feel really weird, especially on this part right here. I don't know if this is AI or not, but there are like, what is this part? Like, what is that? I have no idea what that is. If I'm being honest, I have no idea what that is. So let's break down the main artwork being accused of AI. So here it is right here. Now regarding their selected piece, why it may be created with generative AI. Unlike the rest of the other submissions, this one is a pixelated edge in several areas are as well, floating with white dots as it had cropped out with a white background with a selected tool instead of drawn into a high quality PSD file given to the public. So here it is right here, guys. When you're breaking down this artwork, it does look very strange. When you look into this, you can see it has pixel white outline like we saw with the other one with the Akuma. It's very not clean, very dirty. As you can see, it looks very weird. No artist would do that. No artist will leave that behind, especially when an art commission or art contest kind of thing. Like, will there be some mistakes? Yes, of course. But this many like this, the ones that are so obvious, yeah, no. Especially who artists will have this kind of quote unquote skill, like at first glance, but it doesn't look that great when you start breaking it down. But yeah, it's just not, it's not great. So when we continue it, you can see there's a lot of pixels, like they're just weird, just hanging out right there. It just looks very, very off. It just doesn't make sense at all. When we continue it, there is this one right here. So this one right here says this element could be an earring, not featured into the outfit, not drawn on her ear, but on her hair. This one is not having a defined outline like the rest of her hair. So you can see ears right here, and it's like right here. It's like on your cheek, or I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like right here. Like, I don't know. It's like a weird spot where the earring is supposed to be. It does look very, very strange. Another part that looks very strange, guys, when you look at the hair, I just want to make this one very clear. When you look at this part right here, it looks very strange. Why is there color of magenta mixing with the blue? And this looks like a hair line. I don't know. That looks very, that's just kind of give an obvious thing. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Even for an art style, it does not make sense. Anyways, continuing, it says right here, eyebrows are different shape. The color pink of the eyebrow shadow bleeding into the white of the eye. So there's literally pink going into the eye. That's very weird. It could be a weird art style. It could stay with the eyebrows and a little bit of the head part right there, and just like random white pink going in the whole face. I feel like that's very strange. for its style, but where it doesn't really look that great. But that's just me. That's just my personal opinion, and it just seems a little bit off. Another thing is no eyelash on the other eye under the inner eye on like the inner. So they're talking about like this part right here, guys, the pointy part. There's no pointy part coming out on the other side of the eye. That's just kind of weird, but it could be easily like, oh, it's just bent. I don't know. I'm just saying. Also, the eyebrow shapes are different. That's like dead giveaway. An artist could do that by mistake, guys, where like it may look like that because it's on an angle kind of thing, but I highly doubt it because this one has like a fat shape, but there's like 2 lines above it. I'm pretty sure you would have done the same thing on the other side. Just saying, that's just an obvious thing you would have at least done on the other side. Now, why of the eyes are smudging into the closest color skin and the pupil? So this one right here, the eyes are mixing together. They're like fusing together. It looks a little bit weird. It looks a little bit off, and it doesn't seem like it's vector because this style does give me vector lines where it's just shapes and no outline, and it just seems very poor outlining or very poor Photoshop AI. Like, it does seem to me like that. It gives me that feeling. Again, we all have to say alleged, guys. We all have to say alleged, but it really does give me that feeling. Because continuing says, take this part with a grain of salt. Given the current threat of accusing artists for using AI for deliberate artistic choices, these are the elements I personally identify the most flawed of Gen AI software rather than something an artist would do by mistake. Which that's clearly what I said to you. Like it doesn't seem like an artist would make those choices for an artistic expression, I guess you could say. It just looks extremely off. But continuing this right here, guys, it pretty much says that this thread was made to bring awareness to Street Fighter 6 community, the Street Fighter 6 accounts. So this case can be revised. Another winner can be chosen instead of this illustration is found down to be valid submission. All shares appreciate it. A great addition to this. So there's another little update since they made this. I'm not usually the one to do this. I do not make these accusations lightly, but I have strong reasons to believe that one of the winner entries, the new challengers 2, partially are fully made with AI. A compliant list of evidence that back up my claim. So also shout out to hoodrat as well, because they're the ones who made the whole thread together, kind of like breaking down everything. I'm pretty sure they pretty much talk about like some of the things that I saw already, and yeah, it's like lower capacities. It's like a weird Photoshop, but anyways, like it's to see, it looked very, very strange, guys, very, very strange. So they actually broke down the Kevin one better. Small horizontal lines in her otherwise straight hair, inconsistent line continuity, which again, that's not too crazy because again, our style, you know. Also, this one very strange corner cut out of her hair, doesn't appear to be anywhere else. See, I told you guys, it's very strange, guys. It's very, very strange. It doesn't seem consistency. It just seems all over the place. So I wanted to go like a little bit like break down that one too, just a little bit, guys. Just to let you guys get a different perspective, I guess you can say. I'll put the link for description for both of them. For hoodrat's oh my god, I can't believe I said that. For their tweet, and also the other person who brought this up to my attention, or to everybody's attention, I guess to say. I'm not special, guys. What am I talking about? Anyways, it was Chupacabra, by the way, the other person. Anyways, however, guys, this is not the first time a company did a misstep of AI with the art contest. If you guys don't know, last year Pokemon had something similar, where there was a submission in their art contest that was all pretty much AI. Come on, they found a AI cheating controversy around last year. There's some images that look like very AI-ish, like very AI, that like they won the contest and stuff they done last year, and well, it was an oversight of them, and they got called out. I mean, not like the company did, but like the artist did, and well, they deleted it. The last I've heard of it, it was obviously AI. They just didn't they figured it out way too late. Just to show you guys some images real quick, guys. So here it is right here. I'm using no webcam so you can see the full images. As you can see, these are blatantly AI. So that's pretty much it for me tonight, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm working on a video about living with nerve damage as an artist, guys. I think it's a very important video. I don't know who. I think it's a very important video, guys, because it showcases what I've been doing, what I've been dealing with as an artist. But, you know, kind of showcase, hey, the cheesiness of not giving up, guys. So that's kind of the video I'm kind of working on. I got a lot of new videos coming in for you guys, other than art topics, more vlogs, more everything. And honestly, guys, we're going to do something very special, and that's going to be Well, oh yeah, that's right. We're playing Donkey Kong. Yeah, so I finally get a chance to play this, guys. It's gonna be very freaking awesome. I'm thinking about doing a little art series with it, like kind of do parts with it within the game and stuff, what I feel about it, and not just like a review, but like my whole experience with it. I think really fun, mix it with art. So I think it'll be an awesome series. Now, hopefully you guys hit the like, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. A lot of more content coming for you guys. Like I said, the nerd damage stuff. I got the gaming stuff. Also got the art topics and also the art vlogs. There's another art vlog coming out next month. I want to do at least monthly art vlogs. So they'd be really cool. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about all of this. Is this AI or not? Should Capcom delete it? If this so, should they make a statement? Now, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. What's up? Have a good night. Or have a good day. Or morning, afternoon, brunch. All right. Peace. Woo. Pew.